What is going on, everyone? This is your boy ThumbBrother2. Welcome you guys to our next team builder here for the LDL, the Lonely Draft League Week 8. And we are facing Matt this week in the Winnepeg Jellicent. If you guys are excited for this team prep video, definitely go ahead and leave a like down below. For this week, like I said, we are facing the Winnepeg Jellicent, Matt, who is in our division. So we definitely need to keep on our win grind because there is still a potential for us to make playoffs. There is. I'm telling you this right now, you guys. There is a possible choice. We just got to keep winning. We just got to keep winning and fight back for sure. After our recent victory after Prez last week, I am ready. I am hype. Hopefully it doesn't go like how it did with Arthur after we got our first win. But let's go ahead and go over Matt's team and my thoughts about it. He has a very scary team for sure. A couple mons I'm very worried about, and mons I've worked with before from previous seasons. So let's go ahead and jump into it. First off is Victini, the powerhouse that is Victini itself. What more could I say about this mon? V-Create, Banded, Scarf even just destroys everything and anything and everything we could ever want on our team. Like, that's just how scary Victini is. It does have that Rocks weakness. It does actually have a really nice Rocks weakness. As you can see, kind of planned for something like that as we go through the team. But Victini, it's a big red button, or a little red button, I should say. You just hit it, and something dies. That's really all the end for that. Victini is really hard to prep with, and so because of that, I decided to take some risks with this team this week that we did build. You guys will see. Next up is Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn being an extremely bulky mon, being able to be have Iron Barbs, Rocky Helmet is super scary. You take double that little bit of recoil, so something very scary to look at. Gyro Ball can hurt very, very much, as I did find out. Gyro Ball with a negative speed. Ferrothorn hurts. Does have that weakness to fire, but can set up Stealth Rocks, Rapid Spin. I don't believe actually Stealth Rocks. Maybe like Spikes, Rapid Spin, Power Whip, something very scary to look out for. Next up is Blastoise. We face both Blastoise back to back. So once again, Maricoat is something that I am absolutely worried about, but because it's not Mega Blastoise, it can't be as bulky. But we got to be careful with this Blastoise with Matt, because I have seen him run it physically attacking in the past, which is kind of scary, like a Power Up Punch, Waterfall, Aqua Jet set, which is really nuts. But hey, Matt pulls it off. Matt can definitely pull it off. Next up is Terrakion. Terrakion, the beast that was Terrakion for the Salt Lake City Swamperts last season, is too much for Matt to pass up on. He did grab it. He's been running it banded a lot, so something very scary for sure. Terrakion just comes in banded. It can close combat, poison jab, our fairy type, or Sylveon, earthquake, rock slide. It can run banded quick attack because it doesn't get access to extreme speed. Very scary mon, very fast, very fast. It does outspeed, I believe, just about almost everything on our team. So we got to be very careful when it comes to that Terrakion, as I can expect him. I see him running Scarf this week. I really do. Next up, we have the brother to Joey Galaxy. As you guys see on the screen, we have his brother, Thunderous Eye. I feel like in that matchup, we are at a bit of a disadvantage, though, just because his Thunderous does outspeed us at 111, while we are only at base 101. Yes, we absorb his electric type attacks, but that doesn't mean that he can't hit back with let's say a Hidden Power Ice, or a Prankster Toxic Us, or something like that. Swagger Us if he really wants to be that much of a jerk. But there's that. Very scary, nasty plot. It's basically the same things that we could ever run on Joey Galaxy. So to that effect, you know, we both know each other's sets very well at this point, especially because we are heading into week 8. Yes, week 8. And so, very scary. It can also be run physically. I've been wanting to run Joey Galaxy physically, but we just have never had the time yet. So yeah, there's Thunderous. And next up, he has Garchomp. Garchomp being at base 102, outspeeding our Joey Galaxy, which sucks. Absolutely sucks, in my opinion. Wait, actually, is Garchomp base? Hold on. I want to look at this really quick. Hold on. I want to double check this. I think he's base 102. I know he's over base 100, but yeah, base 102. Okay, so I was right. Yeah, he's base 102. Outspeeds our Joey Galaxy, which is super scary. And if he brings that Scarf, we're going to be in trouble. But I do see, but he's been running his Garchomp more defensively, for sure. And once again, like Ferrothorn, it has Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet potential if he does decide to bring it defensively. So hopefully it just works out in our favor, and he doesn't bring it Scarf. So Joey Galaxy, as you guys can see, once we get into it, as I keep saying, we'll do the work. Staraptor is next. Staraptor is another mon I had. Staraptor was actually on my Season 2 champion team, so I know quite a bit about it. Brave Bird, Close Combat, Double Edge. It can be a defogger, it can U-turn, Reckless, Intimidate, two really good abilities. One boosting his attacking moves, the other one lowering our physical attacking moves. So we gotta be careful on that, as a Scarfer could really put in the work against us, if I'm quite honest with you. Next up is, however, is going to be the Ribombi. Matt has had unfortunate luck with Ribombi this season, but that doesn't mean his luck can't turn around this season. Ribombi, of course, can Calm Mind, Baton Pass to anything. It can Quiver Dance with itself. Which is scary because it's almost like what's it called, Volcarona in that sense, where after a Quiver Dance it can really eat anything on the special side, and having that, I think it's base 115 speed, I think Ribombi is base 115 speed, it's going to be really scary to take on. We do have a couple good answers for that, however, as you guys do see. Next up is Tentacruel, another Rapid Spinner. Look at this, he has Ferrothorn, Blastoise, Tentacruel, and later on, Cryogonal to Rapid Spin if we do get rocks up against him, as you guys will see the next mon. But Tentacruel is a very bulky mon, usually more so especially bulky, but it also, if you wants to, Tentacruel, if you brought it offensively, does have a base 100 speed. Which is really dumb if you think about it. It's such a bulky mon and it has base 100 speed. That's kind of broken. It's kind of broken, but if he does decide to bring one over the other, we know that we can easily handle it where we need to. Scald, Sludge Wave, Sludge Bomb, Ice Beam. It can even do stuff like Acid Spray to lower our special defense if it really wants to. So definitely a couple different things. I do expect him to bring this, though. I do absolutely expect him to bring this, like a Rapid Spin Assault Vest set to really tank all of our special hits, especially from, like, say, Joey Galaxy or even Mega Alakazam. It's very scary mon. But next up is Mega Sableye. His Mega... Another Sableye. So we have Sableye last week and we had Sableye last week and this week. You kind of think the same there, Matt and Steven. But Mega Sableye is super scary, of course, being able to set up Calm Minds, Recover, Will-O-Wisp you, and of course, once it Mega Evolves, that Magic Bounce ability really prevents us from setting up anything on his field. Super scary mon, but I feel like with the fairy types that we have and with just the power we have behind our mons, we should be able to hopefully get rid of it. It will be a little bit of a hassle to get rid of to begin with, but I feel like as long as we prioritize that focus on that Mega Sableye and don't allow it to really set up on us, we should be good. We should be good. And last but not least is Cryogonal, another Rapid Spinner, Ice type. I don't know a lot about it. I know it has a crazy speed set and special defense, but its HP and physical defense are extremely lacking, which kind of sucks. Yeah, Matt would pick this mon up. I know we had a Alolan Sandslash earlier in the season, but he swapped it out, which is extremely weird. But the mons I do see him bringing: Victini, Blastoise, Terrakion, Thundurus, Garchomp, Mega Sableye. Those are mons that are just crazy good against us. Other things he could potentially bring, he could of course bring that Ferrothorn. He could definitely bring the Ribombi if he wanted to, the Tentacruel. So it's like a mix, but those main six I do see him bringing, just because it matches really well against our team, especially if that tracking comes in and is just able to just start knocking things out. But let's go ahead and jump into our team here, you guys. We are going to be running a Choice Scarf Joy Galaxy to start things off. Timid 252, Special Attack 252 Speed, just to get over that Victini if it is Scarfed. Like I said, I prepped so much for this Victini because Victini blows through our team, and if he's doesn't bring the Victini, I will personally be shocked. I know I can over-prep for him on. I've done that in the past, like with Squid and his Tapu Bulu, but Victini has to come this week. It honestly has to come this week. So I'm running a Choice Scarf Joy Galaxy to guarantee to outspeed a Scarf Victini. Thunderbolt for General Stab for stuff like the Blastoise, the the Tentacruel, the Staraptor. Even the Thundurus on his side of the field doesn't want to take a Thunderbolt. Next up, we have Psychic to hit that Terrakion to, if we want to, mainly for the Terrakion and the Tentacruel, just depending on where we are. If he brings Garchomp and Tentacruels in, I might so go for the Psychic over the Thunderbolt, just in case. Then we have the Dark Pulse. Once again for that Victini. We just gotta, screw Victini royally. Next up, we have Hidden Power Ice, of course, for things like the Thundurus, the Staraptor, if we are locked in on it and stuff like that. So there's Joey Galaxy, very standard, but like I said, Victini is such a scary fit that you have to kind of over-prep for it. As we do go on, we have, if he's not Scarfed, and say he's more Banded or Spec set, we have Mega Alakazam to really take care of that, as we have Mega Alakazam, almost the exact same set that we brought last week, just different stat distribution. That 188 speed, I believe, is their Modest Nature to help us outspeed the Ribombee before a Quiver Dance, which is really nice. So we outspeed both the Ribombee and the Victini, plus we get to run Modest. I love Modest on Mega Alakazam because it's so strong. But anyway, like I said, same moveset from last week. Just do the rest into HP, of course. Psy Shock is there to hit the Terrakion, hit the Ribombee, even after a Quiver Dance. Its physical defense is not the best, so because of that, we will be able to hit it pretty hard. We have Dazzling Gleam, of course, for stuff like the Terrakion as well. The Garchomp, absolutely the Garchomp. And the Mega Sableye, which is going to be super, super helpful, but if he gets up a couple Calm Minds, or if he is more specially defensive, we are in so much trouble, it's not even funny. Energy Ball, of course, for Blastoise, and I think just mainly for the Blastoise. Gotta be careful of that Mirror Coat, but you know, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. And then, of course, Shadow Ball for the Victini. For the Victini. I think as long as it's not like an Assault Vest set, and he's like Specs or Banded, we outspeed, and I think we can do up to 68% to him, which is really crazy against a Victini, but, you know, Modest Mega Alakazam really does help put in the work. I decided to make a Mega Shiny this week, just for fun, because we need that extra shine, we need that Go-Getter. Speaking of Go-Getters, our next Mon on our team is something different for sure. We're rocking a double Scarf this week. We're bringing Milf, our Nidoqueen, Shiny as well, just because I haven't run a Shiny Nidoqueen, and Shiny Nidoqueen, while I don't really enjoy it, it's been grown on me recently, and so I might start switching Milf around to a Shiny Nidoqueen in the future, just because it kind of looks awesome in-game, I'm not gonna lie. While I prefer Nidoqueen with that dark royal blue, Nidoqueen's cool too. Nidoqueen's cool. Choice Scarf, Sheer Force, really, really powerful. Earth Power kind of just blows through his team. We got Earth Power Scarf, of course, to handle the Victini, the Terrakion, the Tentacruel, and just general damage in general. We have the Ice Beam, of course, for the Garchomp, and the Thunderbolt for the Staraptor, for the Blastoise, for the Tentacruel, and then Flamethrower for that Ferrothorn. I really like this set. It's super, super powerful. That base 180 speed, I think, is to outspeed... Whoa, who was it? I think, was it the, I think it was to outspeed the Ribombee? Yeah, I think it was, our focus was on the Ribombee. Really strange, though, to not run Sludge Wave or Sludge Bomb on this, even after I mentioned that Ribombee, but Flamethrower assists with both Ferrothorn and Ribombee. If it's able to get up a Quiver Dance, it's still a 2-shot, so that just goes to show you the power of Sheer Force. But yeah, Double Scarfers is very strange, of course, but it handles different variations of different Victinis, so hopefully we should be able to put in the work there. I'm very nervous with this, just because Double Scarf means so much, and it really does get a little bit scarier as we move on to more of our Mons in the group. Next up, though, we have Chestnut coming back. Fortress, our Chestnut coming back. He is, I believe, going to be rocking Leftover, so let me put that on. Leftover Sturdy, very standard physically defensive set. It helps with the Ferrothorn, put it in its place, the Terrakion, the Garchomp, as long as he doesn't have Fire Blast. Staraptor, of course, and so the special threats, excluding the Victini, physical or special, let's be honest, Fortress can really handle well. The only thing that's an issue is Hidden Power Fire, of course, but you know, Fortress is there to eat up physical hits. But we have Stealth Rock which is very scary, I know. Stealth Rock, very, very scary. Just because a lot of spinners, Magic Bounce from Mega Sableye. We definitely got to be careful. Gyro Ball is there. If we eat up a hit from the Terrakion, we can go for Gyro Ball, potentially knock it out. I have counter on there as well for any physical type attacker. If we lead this thing in on Victini, I have full health, sturdy. It goes off, it attacks me with the physical fire move that V create, counter, blows it back, and it's gone. Gyro Ball also does a lot to his own Thunderous, surprisingly. I was quite surprised to see that. And, like, just in case it helps out, you know, with the Star Raptor, the Cryogonal, just general stuff there. And Hidden Power Ice for that Garchomp, like I said, I can live any hit. If he doesn't bring that Fire Blast, Hidden Power Ice does a lot of work to that Garchomp. I think doing upwards of 35-40%, so any damage is good damage. So that's kind of the set I thought about here, and I'm really, really liking it. Hopefully we will be able to get up rocks, though, because rocks are super, super important to whittling down his team. But I feel like with the rapid spinners there, it could be a problem. So maybe late game rocks, you never know. But, you know, we're going to give it our all. It's our only real defensive Mon this week. Once again, really hyper offensive this week. And it gets even scarier here, ladies and gentlemen, because not only are we bringing 2 Scarfers, we are going to be bringing our boy Entei back with that choice band. I could not pass up on this chance to have this Entei here. This Entei did so much work to his team, and having that extreme speed banded damage is so clutch. Sacred Fire, it's the regular Entei set to bring. Adamant, Trace Band, Sacred Fire, Extreme Speed, Stone Edge, Bulldoze. Those last 2 moves aren't really there for anything. The Stone Edge maybe is there for the Star Raptor, if anything. But other than that, or even the Victini, there we go, for the Victini. But because we're Adamant, we get outsped. Who knows where that's going to go. Sacred Fire just blows everything back. Ferrothorn, Terrakion doesn't want to get burned. Thunderous doesn't want to take that. Garchomp doesn't want to get burned. Ribombee gets obliterated. We do decent damage to the Mega Sableye, so we got to play our cards right there. Stone Edge, General's another good hitting attack move, like I said, for the Victini. Blows the Star Raptor out of the water. Blows the Cryogonal out of the water. Blows the Thunderous out of the water. We just got to be extremely careful with the move we click here, because once again, we're choiced into something. So, hopefully with the banded damage, you know, it will be enough just to, you know, really do work. I'm really scared to bring this set. But because of the 2 Scarfers, but, you know, the extra damage and the help and to handle that Ferrothorn is, you know, is priority number 1. I really don't have anything else that can take care of it besides probably our Mills with Flamethrower. So, Entei had to come this week for sure. And then finally, once again, to round off the team, guys, we are bringing Scotty, our Weavile. I feel like I bring this and I keep her for the end every single time. Weavile is here, you guys. Lumberry set, Swords Dance, which is going to be really nice as we did speed. Let's see. No, we ran Jolly full attack. I think to... I don't remember why. I think it was just... I don't remember what. But when it comes to speed, I don't remember. It's just weird. But we're Jolly... let's see, was it for something? I don't remember, you guys. I'm sorry. But, Lumberry, Swords Dance is going to be really nice, say, against, like, the Mega Sableye. If he wants to go for the Will-O-Wisp, we can go for the Swords Dance, get that berry, do crazy amount of damage to it before we get burned. And even after the berry, after we're burned, even at +2, you know, we're still at neutral damage, which is super nice. Swords Dance, of course, giving +2 boost there. Knock off Icicle Crash, Ice Shard. I didn't feel like any other move needed to come this week just because everything did its work, did its damage. Victini goes down. Ferrothorn, I can knock off its item. Blastoise gets, just takes a couple hits and it goes down. Terrakion be absolutely obliterated after a +2, I feel. Thunderous gets absolutely knocked out. Garchomp gets knocked out. Staraptor gets knocked out. Ribombee doesn't want to take anything on the physical side. Tentacruel I can knock off and probably handle with it. And Cryogonal is bulky on the physical side, so we can easily handle it. That's going to be our team for this week, you guys. Very scary. Like I said, 2 bands and a Scarf are super, super scary. Matt's a really good battler. He's a good buddy of mine. And so I wish him the best of luck for this battle. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like down below. If you want to find out who the TLTPG is and what the LDL is, I'll definitely leave a link to those in the description down below. And also let me know in the comments down below as well, you guys, what team you think we should have brought against Matt. Hopefully the video should be coming up tomorrow, or if not, later today. You never know what's going to happen with that. But I'm going to get up out of here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this. My name's Brother2, and I'm your coach for the Salt Lake City Swamperts. And I'll see you in the next one.